down to the remaining two members of TSM.
Spike
They're going to try and make their way back in. One of them is Wardell, and he starts things off onto Asuna. Hiko is just hiding back, and he's going to be left all on his own. The smokes leaving him sectioned off for a second or two, but he does still have the shot bolt available. It doesn't quite do as much damage as he would have liked, and hazed is eventually going to close things out. A great 2v3 with Wardell leading the charge.
Just don't have Wardell, who is right in the corner of cubby A.
We are actually going to see
Are you?
invested. He's bypassed his opponent, though. Still, remember, they're saving almost money for a buy in the next round. So any extra damage that's done here by 100 Thieves would be considered a success. And right now, they're not in a bad position whatsoever. However, Wardell in a good spot, but he's only going to get one. The plant on A looks almost inevitable. And actually, Dicey, he's managed to retrieve a bulldog. This is starting to become possible for the side of 100 Thieves. And they are making these rounds tougher and tougher as they go by. Now, both players come from the heavens, the same angle. Dicey ready and waiting to try and watch onto the cross, try and stop players from getting towards his team. Fantastically well. It won't matter though. He gets both kills, ending the round with a 4K, and 100 Thieves with a thrifty buy take their first round. Too much in fact. Subroza is actually going to go pushing all the way through, using the paranoia to gain himself an extra little bit of ground, and the time is starting to tick. This is becoming a little bit of a problematic scenario now for 100 Thieves, but they find two great kills, steal with a third.
10 seconds left.
The last that's left, all onto Subroza, and there's nothing he can do. They may have had some decent positioning, TSM, but every frag goes the way of the Thieves. They have to try and force these players out. Instead, they are going to have to battle for this site. Asuna, he's trying to spray, he's trying to find, there is a man in that smoke, but unfortunately he's not found him, and he's just lurking around the boxes. It's a fantastic crossfire act from TSM. We'll get one with the operator, but the time now ticking, and
10 seconds left
on the other side. It will be a back and forth with TSM evening the score once again.
Done as he possibly can on this attack. Wardell is going to meet them. That's a really good paranoia, though. He isn't going to catch anybody, and Hunter's Fury is going to be used. He misses the shots, but manages to pick him up with a classic. Wardell style points there to get the kill onto Steel, and it's a bit of an impact for 100 Thieves, whose money didn't look good already, but being a person down, TSM looking on top right now.
Yeah, you know, hitting the easy operator shot, that's not his style. It's the fadeaway classic kill. That's a little bit more Wardell. And now, while Nitro trying to get his way through, is actually going to be caught, and the Rolling Thunder has killed off Asuna as well. Two players in the form of Dicey. An awful lot to do. Another one for Wardell. This time, you know, with the operator, back to the standard. I'm sure he'd love to keep this operator into the next round. Maybe take a few players with him. But at this point, there's so long to save. I don't think the defenders are going to let him. And he's coming under pressure with so much different utility. They are fully on the hunt. And a missed shot just can't be allowed at this point.
They're using so much utility to get in. They can't get the frag. Subroza is just, it's the matrix for him. He's just dodging. And he's had to back off. The door's going to be closed in the face of hazed. And Asuna's not going to be able to lurk anymore. Spike is going to get planted, but it's a 3 versus 4. Don't think there's going to be an ultimate available. Steel's just trying to see if he can bait out any more utility. But look at this, actually. The Jet is pushing on the head. Wardell misses the shots. Dicey creating a lot of space, and the lockdown team are going to be used to try and keep this site protected. Do we see TSM try and push in now to try and get rid of it at this point? They're actually going to try and do it. Cutlass able to get one, but traded out by Hiko, who is on A main. He's going to get flanked, actually, by Subroza with the perfect paranoia. 2 versus 1. The lockdown isn't going to find too much. It's just Steel in a 1 versus 2, surrounded at this point by the defenders. Can't even get his hands on hazed.
This is getting ridiculously low on the clock. I think they're trying to pull rotations. Push comes in,
10
but
seconds
it's just
left.
a bait and switch. They needed the kill to come in, but however, Cutler at the back of the site could be a huge problem, and the time has now ticked too far. There is nothing that the side of 100 Thieves could do. And this is the risk they take, pushing in so late into the site. They did not expect 2 players to be all the way at the back there.
At this point, that he can't really take that engagement in the way that he's hoping for. Subroza is going to win that fight anyway without needing too much utility. Just smokes it. Cypher closes the door to make sure that there can't be a mid to B hit, at least without a long noise made. Look how close Drone is willing to hold here. Steel, though, still wins that engagement. He's going to back off as much as he possibly can, just needs to fight. Brings out the ultimate. Nitro's made his way into sight with the help of his team, but Cutlass recon bolt. Is it going to find too much because the paranoia is really good? So he's going to hit across sight, narrowly misses players on sight. And it's actually Hiko with the aggressive ultimate that gets the frag. Luckily, Wardell can do a lot more with the Blade Storm, but Hiko from A main.
Cover going out.
Nobody's going to be haunting him yet, but Subroza is still wanting to make sure that they can take him out of this engagement. Certainly with the fact that Dicey has the spike, hasn't planted it yet because he doesn't know where these defenders are.
Shadows traveling.
Again, the time ticking all the way down, but they're already on the site. They're just trying to find some extra information.
Revealing area.
10 seconds left.
They will be able to do just that, but they have to go for the plant now. They're leaving things very, very late. They need somebody to find multiple different angles, and they're just not going to be able to do it. Already one picked off. It's left on to Dicey. There's nothing he can do. Work with the Killjoy, which is not necessarily the easiest job in the world. And I know that players like Angel, for example, have said that the use of a Killjoy diminished. I like the use of the smoke, though. They covered off the Killjoy bot. Because of that, they don't actually know that somebody's pushed through the other side. That is brilliant from TSM. That's given hazed 2 free kills off of a simplistic smoke just to deny that knowledge. At the same time, the trades come back, but Subroza is there once again. It's left onto Nitro. 1 versus 3. Oh, he's been spotted as well, just as he makes his way around the corner. It's going to be Odin spam. Still manages to get a kill onto Wardell, though. This isn't out of the realms of possibility. A little bit of extra cover. He's got his paranoia as well. And with both players around that corner, they're going to start spamming just to try and kill him off before he makes his way to the swamp. They don't know how far he's gone. It's another one coming up for Nitro, and somehow he's still standing. Into a 1 versus 1, Omen on Omen. Subroza facing off against Nitro, and Subroza will eventually close it. Also got a long rotation from Cutler coming in as well. Potential for a cheeky surprise flank to come in, and they know where hazed is. He's just trying to buy time, but the fact is, there is that flank. Hiko comes down, and it's left all onto Nitro. The new man on the block, the massive transfer that came in to this 100 Thieves roster, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything here. Hazed has played that round to perfection, a 9-4 in favor of TSM. Now, he's the man with the spike, but he's got
10 seconds left.
Defending, holding, watching to try and cover them off, but Nitro wins that duel. Puts them into a good position in this retake. And that shock dart was almost enough, but Cutler's trying his best to deny them any further presence on towards Wardell. However, Ryan, this one's looking rough.
Not made any movement. I think at this point it's going to be a save, but they could at least get the operator out of Wardell's hands. They're going to try and push and go for it, or just make sure that he can't get off this site, but he's still able to do damage onto Hiko. Cutler is like, not again. I don't want to deal with this turret, please. Look at this. He's just going for it. Wardell is forced to dash away to back off, and classic jump in right click.
Seconds left.
Dicey's got a nice little off angle he can maybe get a kill on, but that's kind of been the story for 100 Thieves. Like, these players that have done some insane clutches over the past couple of days, not really finding those shots or that confidence to open up a site to make a play. I mean, it was that for Asuna, sure. I mean, he heard me clearly,
10
but
seconds left.
Subroza is able to get through. He's getting free. He's mowing them
planted.
down. It's just going to be Steel, who's been waiting on A main this whole time. Not even really worth saving with the guns that he has. Damage to him, but not enough to be lethal, unfortunately. The Eldron is going to scout a little bit, find the Stealer's there, but they don't know that he's in this cyber cage. It's very messy, very scrappy. The door's going to be closed into the face. Dicey's able to get one, and now the Rolling Thunder's going to be used for the attacks at TSM drone, making some space, but Asuna and Dicey actually able to make some plays. The Empress is out from Asuna. This is more like it from this player, but he doesn't know where any of these attackers are. He's got to deal with Omen right in this corner. Subroza has a nice little off angle, and now the Hunter's Fury from distance from Cutler is going to try and stall it out at least.
He's dead.
He's dead. Dicey's got him. Important round for 100 Thieves to win, but still cost a lot of ultimates, a lot of stuff used.
He was a primary AWPer on Team Liquid, so he definitely can wield the sniper. Can he get anything in? No, he can't. Drone with the opener, and now it falls onto one man. Steel to try and hold the line, and he gets nothing as well. A slaughter on the A site, and the end of the map
10
looming.
seconds left.
It's left on a 2 versus 5 retake. Hiko alongside Asuna, the young and the old, the experienced and the rookie, and it's left on to just the rookie. 17-year-old to try and clutch versus 5 players. I don't think it's happening this time, but maybe he can pad the stats a little. It will be Drone to close out map number 1. 13-5 in favor of TSM. 100 Thieves on their map choice, and by the looks of it, well, TSM are here to play. Very aggressive start. Straight away, taking presence in mid. Control being gathered, but they have lost the early pick on the other side.
I like this push. They're going through A link, but still going to be hitting the A site. Might try and catch off these defenders, but there's so many of them. I don't think they expected 3 people to be stacked there, but they're still able to get the first kill. Could even get the second. Did he expect the Silver to be on the back of the site? Well, the shock darts are certainly going to give it away. The plant is still going to be straightforward enough to go on to A. And you have this lurking Phoenix and Jet now. The 100 Thieves are kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place trying to make something happen, but Hiko even taking that 1v1 up against Subroza.
The thing is, though, this pincer that they've still got the 2 players around in middle, and then they've also got the players within the site. Nitro does manage to pick off 1, though. However, Wardell still being here is just wasting time. They need to kill him off. They need to clear his position. And he's still standing, waiting. But they've actually just tried to bypass him. Ready to push in. And eventually he can close him out. Another kill comes in for Nitro in his left. All onto Cutler. And he can't get anything done. The time, though, I don't think it's going to be close enough. I think the spike's going off, so it's been wasted. Steel will go up with the ship. And
Nitro is going to be holding super close within it. I might not be expecting him to just literally be sat around the smoke, but he does have Asuna to help. The Ultron hasn't spotted him, so he's got a great opportunity to get a couple of frags, and he does that. He can at least get 2 before Subroza gets him, but Dicey can peek off of it and get the trade. It's a 2 versus 2. The guns don't really look that good for 100 Thieves, as it's a ghost in the hands of Hiko.
Take flight.
They're just going to wait for Steel and play for the retake at this point.
Enemy mark.
the problem is he's got a hell of a lot of trips to get through, and they're going to know that he's coming. They know there's one on the flank, and two players should have that info. Wardell, the fast peek out. Now it is left all onto Hiko. Again, rough clutch position to be in, especially only with a ghost. Needs an almost double dink just to give himself a chance, but any extra cost would be valid here. However, now stuck in the mud. Both players just waiting patiently.
Defuse, you can't get a frag, but you would imagine at this point Thieves can't go for defuse. Well, can they?
Oh my goodness! He's just gonna stick it all the way. It's so close, but all the kills end up coming the way of Hazed. In fact, a triple spray down has been popped. It's around where it's definitely understandable to use it. See if he can get some damage done. Maybe steal around away. Nice start. That's a double spike drop. Or maybe not expecting such a deep position from Wardell. Well, Steel has gained information that there is at least a player within the garage, but realistically, he's not going to get anything. Dicey holding the angle. This is a shot you wouldn't necessarily expect him to miss. That said, the flashes are already dissipated. They don't have any more of those, so Dicey's given a chance to roam free. No blind this time, and it's 3 kills for him on the site hold. By forcing them out of the site. That's exactly what he's going to be doing. He's waiting for his teammates to get in. Now he forces them off the site, and actually Asuna, they've just gone running straight in. They want this round. They've committed a hell of a lot of ultimates to try and make sure they gain some space. I like this though from Cutler. He's trying to destroy it from a distance. Nitro's going to go sneaking through though, and that's a double spray down. It leaves it all on to 2, and in fact, they've just let the spike get. They've got a sneaky little wrap around Subroza. Looking to come back in from behind. He's found the first. He's got to be careful though. But actually, Hiko's left blind as well, and they just ruin every member of this C site. The remaining 2 players, Ryan, they've got no choice. Surely they've just got to try and hold on to some weaponry here. Utility, Asuna looking to potentially try and set up the remaining members of his team. The peak comes up, Wardell wins the battle. The stationary offer is going to take that fight all day long. And they again are looking to hold on in this afterplant situation. Drone, another one, bites the dust as it's left onto the remaining two. Nitro, all he can do is try and save the extra op. It's a fantastic hold once more from TSM. And while 100 Thieves, this one's slipping away from them.
But to be honest, it's worked in TSM's favor. Hiko can at least get a frag, gets a couple actually. It's up to 6 on this half at least, but Steelers wrapped around. There's a lot of information that it's not going to be A. These last 3. Nitro's expecting the same sort of play with the alarm bot, so knows that Nitro's good. Subroza's going to be pushing in.
This one will be for free. It's pretty cool to get it from that angle, though. The information that has been gathered, the utilization of his own dart cover to get past all the sneaky traps that have been placed, and as you sort of mentioned, use them against their opponent. Now, in the last map, we saw Wardell in a similar situation. He managed to get 4 kills with the operator, trying to be sneaky once again. The first goes his way, but Hiko is there waiting. No clutch this time, and the half will end with a victory for 100 Thieves. But even still, 8-4, fairly hefty fake as well. Nitro throwing out all of his smokes, and although an initial shot does slightly land, it's dicey to get the opener. Now hazed just trying to utilize his utility. A plant in the open. They've made it all too easy for the plant to be denied, and hazed is hitting some pretty tasty shots. No spike plant, and Hiko, he's just got stuck on the wall. That couldn't have gone any worse for 100 Thieves. That is a crucial error that has really cost them. Yeah, what was that planting position
30 seconds
from
dicey?
Wasn't expecting maybe the rotation to come in so soon. From distance, Subroza is playing so good right now on this roll. But they need to watch the lurk. Nitro has actually made a lot of space, and whilst it hasn't got all of the frags in the world for TSM, there's only 2 alive, and even the peak's going to come through. Wardell pick up Hiko as he makes a long. The 2v2, they're going to go for the defuse at this point because people have moved away. I mean, why not? Go for it. The smoke is going to come in. I don't think there's enough time for Wardell, but it's scared 100 Thieves for their team. He's still going to go for the defuse. He's got it.
He's got it.
Get that.
Oh, he actually got it at the end. That's absolutely ridiculous from Wardell. To the close. In the meantime, though, a bit of an awkward position for Drone. It's going to be dicey to open things up. The nano swarms over the top have done their job, that's for sure, but it still ends up in a 3v3 situation. hazed, though, is already going to turn the tide and bring things back into the favor. And now with the spike drop,
30 seconds left.
Position for Nitro, trying to get past what is a pretty filthy crossfire. He has Hiko spamming in the shot darts to try and force one of the players to back off.
I have the spike.
Now they are going to be able to retrieve that spike at least. And after plant position, here comes the paranoia. In fact, they're just going to run straight through. They don't allow for any sort of plant, and they know where Hiko is. They know he needs to push. And Wardell will shut him down. 12-6 in favor of TSM defense to kind of let them down a little bit. Their offense has had its moments, but a few mistakes. Diffusers in front of them have definitely gone amiss, and this man Wardell is looking to try and put them in the grave. Already, they will spot one of the remaining members, and it's the same two players that try and hold on to timing. They're trying to get back in, but it's Drone to close things out. A 13-6 victory in favor of TSM, showing why they are one of the teams to beat at this moment. At the same time, though, definitely some work for 100 Thieves to do, but I'm looking forward to seeing what they'll come up with when it comes to the closed qualifier.